Hello, are you preparing for a B1, B2 visitor visa interview? Therefore, it is key to ensure you present yourself as a genuine visitor and meet the visa requirements. The questions asked in the interview will typically focus on your purpose of visit, ties to your home country, financial disability, and overall intention to return after you visit. Therefore, here are some questions and suggested answers for a B1, B2 visa interview. Why do you want to go to the United States? I plan to visit the United States for tourism and sightseeing. I am also interested in exploring some cultural landmarks, visiting family or friends, and experiencing American culture. I have a well-planned itinerary, and I'm excited about the opportunity to see the country. How long do you intend to stay in the United States? Answer: I plan to stay for X weeks / months. I have a detailed itinerary for my trip and plan to return to my home country at the end of my visit. Where will you stay during your visit? This you need to be very specific. Mention the hotel name, the address, or with family / friends at their residence. I have already made arrangements for accommodation. So here you've got to be very, very specific on where you're going to stay during your visit. Mention the address, the place. If you're being hosted by a friend or a family friend, you've got to go ahead and mention that also. Remember to mention the address of where you're going to stay. Who is supporting your trip? I am self-financing my trip, and I have sufficient savings to cover my travel expenses, if applicable. Mention a sponsor like a family member or a friend who is supporting your trip and provide their details and evidence. What do you do for a living? I am currently working as, you mention your job, the company where you are working, then how long you have been working there, and also go ahead to mention that I have a stable employment, which gives me the assurance to return to my home country after my visit. Do you have any family or relatives in the United States? Yes, I have family members or friends in the US. They live in this particular city / state. I plan to visit them and spend some time together. However, I'll return to my home country once my visit is over. You've got to be very, very specific. If you don't have a relative in the US, also go ahead and tell them, I don't have relatives in the US. Or as well, you can say, no, I don't have any immediate members in the US, but I do have friends I plan to visit while traveling. Have you ever been to the United States before? Yes, I've been to the United States before. Mention the year. For what purpose were you there? I followed all the visa conditions and returned on time as planned. If no, also say no, this will be my first time visiting the United States. What ties do you have to your home country that will ensure you return after your visit? Here, they want you to give reasons. Show what will make you to come back home. Therefore, mention things such as I have ties to my home country, including my family, a stable job, financial commitments. I'm committed to returning because I have responsibilities, including mention things such as the marriage certificate if you're married, business permits, land title deed, logbooks for your vehicles if you have vehicles in your home country. These are some of the things that will make these people to see that indeed you have something that will have to bring you back home once your visit is done. How will you support yourself financially during your stay in the United States? You have to provide proof such as bank statement, but then you can as well say I have sufficient savings in my bank account to cover all my expenses during my stay. I also have a stable income from my employment, which allows me to support myself financially. But then here, remember, you've got to provide proof, supporting documents through such as your bank statement, the debit cards if they are needed for them to confirm the balances and so forth. What is your plan after your visit to the United States? After my visit, I will return to my home country and resume my work and personal commitment. I am looking forward to returning with my family and continuing my professional life here in my home country. Do you have any travel plans to other countries before or after the US trip? Yes, I have plans to visit country before or after the US trip, and I have necessary visas for those particular countries. No, my primary focus is on my trip to the United States. I do not have plans to travel to any other country during this time. Why do you think you should be granted a B1 or a B2 visa? I believe I'm a good candidate for the B1, B2 visa because I have clear purpose for my visit, a detailed itinerary and strong ties to my home country that will ensure my return. I am financially stable and I have a responsible job that I am committed to. I'm looking forward to enjoying a short visit to the United States and will respect all the conditions for my visa. So, tips for successful interview: you've got to be honest, answer questions truthfully, consistently. For vague answers may raise doubts. Be clear and confident. Clearly explain your plans and intentions. Demonstrate ties to your home country. Visa officers want to be sure that you will return after your trip. Strong ties can include family, work, and other commitments such as logbooks, land title deeds. Then also remember to prepare your documents, all of them. Bring all the necessary documentation such as your passport, visa, application confirmation, financial documents, travel itinerary, and proof of employment or school enrollment. So these are some of the things that will make the visa sponsors to be convinced that indeed you will return to your home country after your visa is over. Above all, always when you're attending a visa, dress formally, be confident, don't be overconfident, answer questions that have been asked, do not go into unnecessary details, pay attention, maintain eye contact as you respond to the questions. And in case you have any questions, you're free to ask through the comment section. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and as Willow said, let us do this together. Thank you so much.